Have you ever found yourself chatting happily in the park when suddenly, snap, your dog dashes straight for another dog's butt and starts sniffing like it just uncovered buried treasure? Embarrassing, right? But guess what? That seemingly weird behavior actually says a lot, not just about your dog, but about how dogs perceive the world. Many people think dogs do this because of some wild instinct. Others say, that's gross, they need training. But in reality, this behavior, and a whole host of other odd habits dogs display every day, is actually how they communicate, express emotions, and even show love in ways only dogs can understand. I know there are moments when you ask yourself, is my dog okay? Am I misunderstanding them? Or worse, am I missing a silent cry for help? If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Millions of dog lovers around the world are trying to understand their pets better, to love them the right way, and to truly give them a happy life. In this video, we'll decode 14 strange dog behaviors, from the ones that make us laugh to the tiniest signs that might actually be quiet cries of anxiety, pain, or even depression. And you might be surprised to learn that behind every lip lick, paw scratch, or that confused look when they poop are messages worth listening to, with your whole heart. And don't look away from the screen, because at the end, I'll reveal a truth that will forever change how you see the infamous butt sniff. Trust me, you'll never think it's gross again. Oh, and hey, if you love dogs and want to dive deeper into their secret world, don't forget to hit subscribe, because the journey to becoming your dog's true friend is just getting started. Did you know that when a dog sniffs another dog's butt, they're not just saying hello, they're basically reading a full personal profile? That's right. A dog's anal glands release pheromones, chemical signals that tell them who the other dog is, if they're healthy, what gender they are, if they've met before, and even how they're feeling. Butt sniffing isn't rude to them. It's polite. It's their version of social networking. And get this, if your dog often sniffs your behind, don't freak out. Humans also release pheromones in intimate areas, and to your dog, that's the most info-rich zone, revealing your mood, stress level, hormonal cycles, even if you've had a rough day. But behind that funny behavior lies something potentially serious, like when your dog eats things they really shouldn't. Rocks, sticks, socks, toilet paper, even cat poop. Many pet owners have rushed to the vet in the middle of the night because their pup suddenly has terrible stomach pain. This could be Pica syndrome, when dogs eat non-food items due to nutritional deficiencies, anxiety, boredom, or teething. No matter the reason, it's dangerous. Some cases have required emergency surgery to remove blockages. If your dog swallows something weird, consider it a cry for help. The first step? Check their emotional well-being, diet, and environment. Speaking of emotions, there's one utterly adorable behavior every dog parent knows: the head tilt. That little sideways look melts our hearts, but it's not random. When dogs tilt their heads, they're trying to hear better, figure out where a sound is coming from, and most importantly, understand you. The brain regions that control facial muscles and ears are near the part responsible for processing emotions. So when your dog tilts its head, it's really trying to read your feelings, kind of like we gaze into someone's eyes for answers. And when you react with, "Oh my God, that's so cute," you're actually training them to keep doing it, because they just want to see you smile. But sometimes, in trying to make you smile, dogs do things that leave you confused, like rolling in poop or garbage. The stinkier it is, the more they love it. Gross, right? But this behavior has roots in survival. Wild dogs would roll in strange smells to mask their own scent, hiding from predators. It's also a way of marking territory, like checking in via body odor. So when your pup gleefully rolls around in damp grass or a musty old towel, congrats, you'll need to give them a bath. But also congrats, they're feeling wild and free. Then there's the classic kick dirt move after pooping. Nope, they're not burying their waist or acting like bulls about to charge. They're leaving a message. Dogs have scent glands in their paws, and each scrape of the ground deposits chemical markers. I was here. This is me. Turns out, dogs mark territory with more than just urine. They do it with their scent, their steps, and yes, even their claws. We can't forget the famous circle dance before lying down or going potty. Many assume they're just finding the right angle, but it's a behavior inherited from wild ancestors. Wolves would circle to flatten grass, scare off bugs, and most importantly, check the wind direction to stay alert for danger. Your dog still carries that instinct. Just like how we fluff our pillow before bed, they're simply trying to feel safe. Safety is everything for dogs, and sometimes the tiniest gesture shows they're anxious, like licking their lips when there's no food around. Many owners ignore this, thinking their dog is just drooling. But in a food-free moment, lip licking usually signals stress. It's how dogs self-soothe, like how we bite our nails when nervous. If your dog does this around strangers, loud noises, or after being scolded, it means they're trying to stay calm. A gentle pet or quiet moment can mean the world in those times. And we're not done yet, because the next behavior, while it seems simple, may reveal something deeply emotional that most people overlook. Ever seen your dog suddenly bark in the middle of the night, even when everything's quiet? Or rush the door at the faintest sound? Don't be too quick to scold them. It may not be bad behavior, but a sign of stress. Dogs are highly sensitive to sound, scent, and even energy. That random barking might be their way of warning you about a sound outside, a strange smell, or even negative energy they feel from the environment or you. Dogs in tense households often react more, not less, and instead of shouting, "Quiet," sometimes what they need is a look that says, "Are you okay? What's bothering you?" Like when you leave the house and their food bowl is untouched by dinner. It's not always because they're picky, it might be because they're sad. Separation anxiety is real in dogs, especially in those deeply bonded with their humans. When you vanish without warning, they can spend the whole day confused and distressed. Some may even get diarrhea, tremble, or destroy things because they don't know how to self-soothe. If you've seen this, you know. Some loneliness is too deep for words, and it shows in their eyes, and the untouched food that still smells like you. Or maybe one day your dog starts chasing its tail in circles, and you laugh at the silly sight. But watch closely. That behavior could mean boredom, lack of stimulation, or something more serious, like obsessive-compulsive disorder. Just like humans who can't stop washing their hands or pulling their hair, some dogs chase their tails compulsively. If your dog does it repeatedly, or bites their tail until it bleeds, it's no longer a game. It's a mental health cry. And you'll feel this most when you're sad. When you lie down in silence, eyes distant, your dog quietly approaches and gently licks your face. That's not random. Dogs are incredibly tuned into our emotions. They sense heartbreak, fatigue, and through a simple lick, they're saying, "I'm here, Mom. Don't be sad." It's love without frills or demands, just presence. But not all dogs are lucky enough to be received with love. Sometimes you yell, and they cower in the corner. That trembling isn't just fear, it's heartbreak. Dogs are extremely sensitive to tone and volume. A harsh scolding can make them feel cast out of the pack, causing intense stress. If you've ever seen your dog's eyes well up after being shouted at, remember, they don't need you to be perfect, just gentler. And if you return home to clawed doors, shredded pillows, know they're not being bad. They're panicking. Scratching, howling, and destruction are signs of separation anxiety. They don't know where you went or if you're coming back. To your dog, your disappearance is terrifying. A simple pat goodbye and a few minutes of daily goodbye training can help build their confidence. But sometimes they don't even act out. They just lie in a corner, eyes vacant, ignoring their favorite toy. You call their name, they don't respond. This could be dog depression, a real serious condition. Like humans, dogs grieve after losing a friend, after big family changes, or when they no longer feel loved. They can't speak, write journals, or cry out. They just curl up quietly. And sometimes all they need is for you to sit next to them, doing nothing, just so they know you're still here. As you can see, every little thing your dog does holds a message, from joy and love to fear and pain. They don't speak like we do, but they love and hurt in ways only attentive hearts can understand. If you've ever overlooked a tiny behavior, hopefully this video encourages you to pause, listen, and love more deeply. There's still so much about the world of dogs that remains untold. So if this video made you smile or tear up, don't forget to subscribe. Because here, you won't just learn more about dogs, you'll connect more deeply with the love you already give them, every day. And who knows, maybe in the next video, you'll discover a truth that will make you believe even more that these little beings truly are four-legged angels.